There was never any beginning, for time had yet to form into existence. The entirety of all that was or would become, all were as driving impacts permeating with limitless possibilities. These guiding principles became the doctrine that would mandate the ways in which all future histories would function and maintain. Through time unmarked, one possibility became introduced to another, allowing for the exchange of information and ideals. Charged by the exchange, the universe could no longer contain itself within its current state. The resulting synesthesia was trapped within an instant, possibility blinked into reality. Raw physical prowess hurled through a newly formed celestial sky. One of such sources, known as Vidalia, remained at the center of the brink. A cluster of planet-type structures amidst a grand light source, greater than that of the entire universe combined. The sun does not burn, nor is it round, and its shape is never constant. It was here, at the closest structure to the Vidalia soul, Zoar, that the first living beings were inspired to create by its influence. Angels collect life from all over the universe. We evolved into creation from the light of our homeworld, a cluster of planet-type structures amidst a grand light source, greater than all the light in the universe combined. The sun does not burn, nor is it round, and its shape is never constant. It is the heart of the universe, and once collected, life is safely kept in these clusters. Here, nothing really dies, at least not on the level known elsewhere. This piece of the universe is often called things like heaven or nirvana. Angels do not follow a god. In our own rights, we play as God. Ruled by a council of the original seven, known as the High Council, these seven pay only homage to the heart of the universe. All angels are instilled with a strict sense of love for a manner of all creatures and naturally enjoy collecting life forms. When encountering intelligent life, we believe we are within our rights to meddle and save those life forms, thus not worrying if we taint a homeworld or natural habitat. If force is needed, the angels will gladly wage a one-sided war against whatever race. When we discovered mankind, we found them in their fledgling slate. To our horror, humans evolved to keep their free will in check. Inside each person resides a gland that produces a volatile energy known as the flux, or as we call it, center energy. Our immortals rarely knew death and certainly never knew sickness. We summoned the angels who were more resilient to the flux. Together they invented different filters over the era to dissipate this energy. The great Buddha, Ra, Allah, and Jesus were all projects to prevent man from killing itself. A combination of filters helped stem the flux, and man forgot about the manifestations. They were permitted to sin. We were afraid to bring mankind to heaven. We were afraid the flux would threaten the heart and end our life in our precious collections. Once the filters were in place, the angels moved on, leaving only a few resilient individuals of our kind to watch over the planet and report to the council. One such creator of the flux, Lucifer, became enamored with mankind. He thought that the humans should be left free of the High Council. He was also fascinated with their free will and wanted it for himself. As he became more self-aware, he rejected the teachings of his race and developed his own plans. Knowing that the angels cannot withstand the flux in full force, he was determined to overload the filters and encourage mankind to sin. But the filters were strong, and it wasn't until the Industrial Age that he saw a prime opportunity. By this time, the flux had poisoned Lucifer a great deal. His wings were as black as night, and his wings he created two weapons, the sin sword and dagger. Lucifer's actions also created demons as the flux interacted with his natural lights. When the angels sinned, a demon would be created from the darkness of his wings, much like a sling gland. Sinning against the High Council and starting wars allowed Lucifer to grow his own army. The demons followed him. Their power came from him, based off the size of his sun. But Lucifer kept to the shadows, he kept his demons a secret, and he started World War II.